Hello everyone and welcome back to another Jam Track review. This week we've got our first selection of the two selections that we're going to have for the Coachella collaboration and Fortnite. So today we have 8 different songs to talk about that will be added tonight at 8 p.m. with the item shop reset. So let's start off in alphabetical order. Well, sort of, because I have these listed in alphabetical order to start and then they're not. So I'll have to fix that later. Boy's a Liar Part 2 by Pink Pantheress and Ice Spice. This one's difficulty is hardest on vocals. This is on par with other rap songs that were added to the game, such as Kendrick Lamar's I or Surround Sound. I probably wouldn't say it's near the difficulty of I, but it's definitely up there with Surround Sound as a big reference. I can't say this one would be difficult to flawless either because it's also quite short of a song. Now, I will be honest, my type of music is far from this current generation style of music like Ice Spice or LIL Uzi Vert, but hey, this is not by any means a terrible track, and it's pretty fun to play regardless. Plus, the lead guitar track, pretty interesting how they did that. Whoever charted that one, you did good. I don't want to get this wrong, so I'm going to use Google Translate to say the name of this song because I don't want to screw it up. So,
Ella baila sola.
This is the next song that was added this week. This comes from Armado and Peso, Pluma. This song was hardest on lead and bass. Definitely had to try the lead guitar for this one. I have to say that this one was charted superbly. The guitar is insanely fun to play. It's by far one of my most favorite charts ever in Fortnite Festival. And while I'm not into this style of music whatsoever, I could not help but smile the whole time while playing through it because it's just that good. Whoever charted the lead guitar on this, you deserve 5 different raises at once because this was the peak of the whole selection that was added this week in my eyes. I mean, the trumpet is even considered to be part of the lead guitar in this chart. The trumpet! I was wondering how they would go about doing songs with trumpets, but this proves it. Anything lead focuses on lead instruments, it seems. The Way Life Goes by LIL UZI Vert featuring Oh Wonder. This one starts immediately with some notes, no warning. So keep that in mind first and foremost. I almost missed that because of the sudden start. This one again goes back to me not really enjoying this type of music as much, but this one is very easy to play on this track. The hardest track is vocals, but it's far from tough. I wouldn't even place this on par with any of the other rap songs, and personally, I think maybe this is the easiest rap style song that was ever added into Fortnite Festival. Also, the use of the hold notes in this song, great charting, perfect charting. Bleachers, I Want to Get Better. Oh yeah, this one starts out tough. I wasn't expecting this one on lead, aka guitar, to be so tough. The hold notes and the amount of notes together throughout the entirety of the song is just crazy. It's a very fast-paced song too, so all the difficulty increased further past that. The chorus at least gives you a break when playing the song, but man, I can't say this wasn't at least fun to try out. Don't expect this to be a breeze though. It's far from it. What I Got, Sublime. This one was toughest on vocals and lead guitar. For me, I chose to do it on vocals, but before I even get into this any further, I want to say whoever charted this one, you also deserve only the best. Because wow, you charted every tiny vocal piece into this chart. This was so good. This one is on par with rap songs, but itself is not a rap song. And that's awesome considering the type of song it is. They went all out for this one and it's done so well. I mean, if I had to recommend any song before any other, especially in this selection this week, I might just say try this one above all of them. Like, man, it is so good. Paint the Town Red by Doja Cat. This one is toughest on vocals. Starting out immediately, you can see that this one was charted perfectly as well, hitting every single slight piece of vocals. I mean, again, this goes back to the territory of I'm not into this music as much, but purely for gameplay purposes and the way that this one was charted, the notes are spread out in the right ways and the hold notes are added in the right spots too. This track is just about the same difficulty as the other Doja Cat song that was added to Fortnite Festival, so I don't think that this one was anywhere near as hard to flawless. Make Damn Sure by Taking Back Sunday. This one is hardest on drums and vocals. For me, I chose to do the song on drums since there weren't that many songs in the selection this week that I did on drums compared to those on vocals. This one again is similar to enjoyment to Bleachers and What I Got by Sublime. It's not by any means a difficult track, and I think it's the most fun on drums. Vocals is a little bit more spread out, but I think for enjoyability's sake, I would choose drums over vocals this time around. To compare difficulty to other existing songs, I definitely say this one's just about as fun as The Middle by Jimmy Eat World, and just about as difficult, maybe if not easier than that one. There is, however, one part to be aware of at the very tail end of this song for drums players. There's really one really fast section with a ton of notes together that might get some players, but I didn't see this one too big of a problem, so go give it a shot. You might be able to flawless it. Song 2 by Blur. Oh yeah, the drums for this one is great. The hold notes are perfectly placed into the song to fit well with the drums, and honestly this feels just like a Gorillaz song. Like, it feels like feel-good ink that was added in recent months. Between the pacing of it, the drums, and how they are laid out, and the overall enjoyability of it, this is one of the best slow-paced drums that there is, I think. And drums is one of the harder tracks on this song. You can also play lead. That one is also considered just as hard as the drum track. It's so good though. I couldn't help but do the woohoo at the beginning, you know, when you start playing the song, and it's not even anywhere near long of a song either. So I'd say this one is pretty easy to flawless. Yeah, that is all for me for this particular episode. Special thank you to Candywing and the BriteNite for helping me with these tracks this week. I was originally going to partner up with Candy, and then other things came up and I had to release this video as soon as I possibly could. So I hopped in with BriteNite, who was able to help me out instead. But either way, I'm going to credit both of them because both of you guys are awesome. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed my review for this week, and I'll be doing the same thing every Thursday going forward. Next week, we will probably have a pretty interesting selection of songs. Sabrina Carpenter's getting a brand new emote for her Feathers song in Fortnite, so I'd probably not doubt that Sabrina Carpenter is going to get a song next week. Mi Gente by J Balvin is also going to be a song, and probably a lot of others themed around the Coachella event. So I'll see you guys next week when we discuss all those. Till then, see you next time.